This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And the Razorbacks will put total leather and will get started. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
They're trying to get to him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
This is a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Corner's going to give them room. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got him in the flat. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And here comes the offense on second down. Going with the ground game left. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. Got it on the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just trucks through it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
At the 20, he's got space. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What an unbelievable play on offense, and I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Powers through the defender. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking left. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He'll try the left side. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Davis looking to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal. This one a 41-yarder. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Brown. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. How about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give out of the gun. Runs through a tackle. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At the 34. It's third down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 13, Arkansas 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Spits it out to the back. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Oh, look out! The 20. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. And he's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back and sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Fair catch, called for and made. Send that offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back score. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. You know, listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots, and man, your receiver has to make that play for you.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Davis will throw. Quickly complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Williamson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead,
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be knocked down.
A lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that pass intercepted.
Young receivers, they might have a hint of diva in it, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Throws toward the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket. And they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Davis looking to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They want to run it left here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before half. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goal post. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. It's a reverse. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas. In other schools around the country, Slippery Run 49, Westchester University 24.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man down the middle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down.
Well, the ball's on the ground, and the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Looking for the end zone. Snagged that ball in the end zone, but
Was incomplete.
foot inbounds along that left sideline. It's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Davis will throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's caught inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half.
Snags it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking off. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 57, Arkansas 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Davis looking to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. Defense, yes, it didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And they got him for the sack. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Mendoza. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Fourth down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eye downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better.